What's up, y'all? So we are back having great conversation, and today we're going to talk about surround yourself with amazingness and watch your business grow. So in this conversation, we're going to get some input from a seasoned agent and from a Gen Z agent, and we're going to talk about the type of leadership skills that they have, the type of clientele that they bring in, because let's face it, Gen Z's buying properties, we've got seasoned agents and seasoned homeowners and sellers, and so let's talk a little bit about Gen Z and the type of clientele that you're dealing with.
Well, to be honest, personally, I'm dealing with multiple people, whether they're really old or really young. Obviously, if they're really young, we already connect because I already know how to talk to them. They're full of energy and we get along great. But even if they're older, I do really well with them because I think I know how to handle those type of conversations with people.
I love that because that means that, you know, when younger agents come into our office, he can teach you to be a chameleon, right? And learn how to, okay, it's easy to work with people your age, but there's also a target market out there for people that are older that you can still work with and still be successful with.
Yeah, it's good to be diverse, deal with a bigger market and stuff like that.
What about you, Lulu? Talk to me about the seasoned type of clientele that you work with. Obviously, you work with younger as well. So what does your experience look like?
I think that for me, I do deal with a lot of clients that are a little bit on the older side. But I get my my younger generation lingo and I feed off of him because he keeps me young. He keeps me informed in a lot of things.
You're not that old.
I know, I'm not that old, but you're so good with like technology and stuff like that, which I'm not. You know, when I grew up, that wasn't a thing where you've been fully immersed, right? So you help me, you know, stay young and remain relatable, you know, to the younger buyers and the younger sellers and all that. But I think that I try to adapt as well. But for me, I think I do a little bit better with the, you know, the older people because we kind of speak the same lingo, same generation, maybe same eras. But whenever I do have somebody younger, I feel like I can relate to them because I have him with me at the office. I see how he's kicking butt and spinning conversations to younger people to relate to them. I'm like, I'm gonna steal that nugget. And I do, and it works, so thank you very much.
How do you, and this is a question for both of you, how do you handle an older client and then perhaps having some pushback because of the age difference and them working with you?
So dealing with an older client? It really depends on their personality. Maybe older people tend to be a bit more stubborn and in their ways, so you kind of have to work in their, in their box that they kind of put up. I think people who are younger are a bit more open to, seeing where things go, optimistic, and older people are a bit more stuck in their ways. So sometimes they're a little hard-headed.
So you got to meet them where they are?
Yeah, you have to meet them where they are, and especially when I'm younger, I have to kind of show them that I'm a bit more wise than what my age is, and that I can actually get them what they want, So
I want to interject and say something. I know in the beginning we had conversations about, I look young and maybe they won't take me serious or whatever, but you have grown so much by leaps and bounds. I don't think that's even a thing anymore. I don't think, maybe in the beginning we thought that was going to be maybe not an obstacle, but maybe like a little bit of a pebble on the road. But you have grown so much and you've like just developed such a mentality for the top producer that you have become that I don't think people even can see that or even think about that anymore,
Which that raises a point that here at Live and with my amazing leadership team, we range in ages when it comes to leadership, is that if you are that person that you want to get your real estate license, but you're young, you're shy, you're in a shell, then we've got that experience, right? You've got someone that can tell you, no, you can do better. No, you can be $1 million producer. You can work with any age group. You can do a listing. You can do this. You could do that. just as we have someone that's a seasoned agent that you can come in and say, you know what, you're an older person and you can still do it.
Yeah.
You don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be scared of technology, because at our team, we do have a team where it embraces your marketing.
Yeah.
You don't have to do your own marketing. We do marketing for our team. We do all the things to make sure that our agents and our team are successful. We have amazing tools and resources that have helped develop both their businesses. So their book of businesses have grown because of the resources and tools in our boutique independent brokerage, which I'm really proud of.
Agreed.
And I love hearing both stories, because you've got seasoned and you've got new. How do you handle working with the younger generation that perhaps may think, I don't think she gets it, or does she really, is she hype on the technology? How do you do that?
I channel my inner Gabriel. I do, because we have conversations. We have so many conversations about so many things, business related and not business related, which keeps me on top of what's happening. I think that I have daughters that are younger as well, so that helps me kind of relate. But I think that in the beginning, they look at me and they're like, oh, the gray hair. How old is this lady? But then as I get to talking, I actually use him and my kids as a reference point. And to me, I mean, he's more than an agent in our office. He's my nephew. He's my boy. So sometimes I'll talk about him in a not professional way. Oh yeah, my nephew told me about this and that. I'm referencing him. Or one of our agents in our office really, stumbled about the same situation, and we were talking. So I channel, the children, or not the children, but the young adults in my life to kind of relate to the younger generation, and it worked so far.
And I think it works as well when it comes to training. Because when you come into the office, depending on what this looks like for you, I'm going to pair you with who you need to be paired with. So as our team continues to grow, both our leaders are going to continue to grow, and their teams are going to continue to grow, and all within, because you guys get to feed off each other, different age groups, seasoned, newer agents. These are just one of the reasons why we are the best and why we're going to continue to succeed.